Page 22, study. In this lesson, they talk about ballads and nocturnes, and you can Google ballads and nocturnes and learn all about it. There's all kinds of them. There's kind of in a mood. If you want something sweet and soft and not necessarily easy, but sounds nice, go with a nocturne. If you want something with some variety in it, some sweet, plus some thunder and lightning, go with a ballad. They usually have that. In study, I don't know what this one is, but to me, a study is an etude. So we're learning something, and it looks like, looking it over, it has to do with fingering and holding notes down and controlling more than one voice at a time. So I'll look it over. It's 3 lines long, treble, bass, clef, 3 flats in the key signature. So it's either in the key of E flat major or C minor. If we look at the end, you're here, ending on C's. I'm guessing we're in C minor, but go ahead and do the scales and arpeggios for both E flat major and C minor. And I don't say it in every video, but it depends on where you are in the scales. If you are comfortable with them, you know them, and you're comfortable with them, go 2 octaves. If you don't know the notes for sure in the fingering, you're not comfortable with it, stick with 1 octave. Don't push it. You only need a few minutes every day on those. You don't spend a lot of time, unless you really love doing them. And 4/4 time signature. Let's take it one hand at a time, because in the right hand, as you can see, we got multiple voices. In the first measure, we have a half note and an 1/8 note, 2 voices. So the top voice, the 1/8 note, is here. That's the top voice. The bottom voice is the half note. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and that's tied. And then you do them at the same time. So hold that down. For the F A flat, I go 2, 3. I want to connect them both here. Then going on, I need the second finger again, so I have to lift up. So, well, it's a new phrase. We can get away with it here. Now watch out in measure 3. At the end, it's 3, 4. The reason is because I need 5th finger coming up. I don't want to use 5th finger here and use 5th finger in measure 4. So it's 4, and then I do a 5-2, 4-1, or 1-4, I should say, and then cross over 2-5. Here. That's how I would finger those. Then going on, it's here. Now, here they went 2, 4. We're going to hold that F down. Here, and it just makes it easier. I mean, you could go here, but that's a stretch. So we do 2, 4, so that's not so much of a stretch going to the C. Still got the F down, and then go on. And then in measure 6, again, that dotted half note, hold it down. And for measure 6, that last B flat, I recommend 4th finger, because I need 5th finger for measure 7 here. Here. And then here, measure 8, just 1/8 notes. Try and connect these. If you're doing the scales 2 octaves, you can do this. Takes a little bit of time. Here, and then that's tied for the rest of the piece. Now at the end, that E flat C, you can figure it 1-5 or 2-5. I usually go 2-5 because I like to keep my hands out here, but you can use 1-5 if you'd like. Left hand would here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Reach up. Now measure 8. I use thumb for the G. I just go up 1 and measure 7 for the A flat, and then back here. I want to be in this position going on, and then 4th finger. I find that easier than what they're suggesting. Then I'll put the hands together, and I'll hesitate. That's okay. It's just here. Look out on the rhythm. 1 and 2 and. 1 and 2 and 4 and 1. So that's just half a beat early. Anyway, you put the hands together. Just make sure you're holding down all these notes as long as they're supposed to be held. In the right hand, these whole notes and half notes and dotted half notes, hold them down. Once I have the hands together, then I'll go over it like maybe a couple measures at a time, get rid of the hesitations. And what's no hesitations, I think about the articulation, and this is very connected. You can lift up for the phrasing if you can figure out where it is. Now lift up. Now lift up. Lift up. Yeah, so it's like every couple of measures or so is a new phrase. Measure 5 is a... I guess you could lift up here if you wanted to. That would be one measure phrases, and that's okay. And the left hand, I'd connect it all the way through. Connect the left hand all the way through. So it's a very connected piece, very flowing, smooth piece. So I'm lifting up here for the phrase, but not here. Now, if you would like in measure 4, if you'd like to hear it lift up. For that, you can do that in the left hand. To bring that out, you can lift up there. And then the speed, andantino gently, or whatever that is, just a gentle stroll, just a real... I play by feel, so it depends on what time of day and how much coffee I've had and how I feel as to how gentle I'm going to be here. Now they have a note under the staff at the beginning, con ped. That means with pedal. That means they want you to pedal it, but they don't tell you how or where or why or nothing. Well, first you learn it without pedal. Make sure the fingers are holding the notes down like they're supposed to. So we experiment with the pedal. I can try legato pedal throughout, and I can just change it with the harmony. The problem is I'll smear up the melody. I want to keep the melody clean. I want to keep that clean. So if that's the case, I got to change it more with the melody of what it's doing. So I'm going to push the notes down first and then the pedal here. But I think I'm going to wait until beat 2 because I don't want all that. So I'm going to wait until beat 2 here and then lift it up right after I play the first eighth notes in beat 3 here. This way I keep the melody clean. Here. It's clean. Otherwise it gets mushy. So I'm just watching real carefully on this melody here. Measure 4, I have to pedal it between beats 2 and 3. I want to connect it. I need the pedal. But I don't pedal after I play the half note and beat 4 or measure 4, lift the pedal. So it's I kind of ran the end together. Now, if you would like that feeling of misty, foggy stuff, then you go ahead and smear it. Smear it all together. Up to you on the interpretation. Different people will interpret it differently. It's easier if you just smear it all together. Here. Change it. Change it. Change it. Change. 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 And change. It's easier to pedal if you just do it that way, but you get a very foggy interpretation. You have to decide on the interpretation. You try experiment, you try them both. The idea with experimenting is you're not only trying new things and new sounds, but you're getting new experience at playing in different ways and pedaling in different ways. Now I need to backtrack here a little bit because I forgot to do dynamics. Dynamics I typically do right after articulation, and I forgot. So we'll do them now. It's soft, and that's the right hand. This is very soft. Then you get crescendo, you're going to about a moderately loud, and then come down. Now, moderately loud. Now, back to moderately soft. And the last line, crescendo, moderately loud, and then go up to loud. Softer. Now the last, the right hand dies away on its own. This is soft here. But in the last two measures, all the time I'm doing this, I want to hear this. Don't drown it out, but this is loud. And then the fermata, you'd hold that out for a while. How long? Whatever feels right. Yeah. Above the staff at the next to the last measure, there's a raw. Slow down a little bit here. Yeah, in the left hand. Yeah. That's my impression of it. Get into it. Remember the natural accents? 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel the natural accents as you're going through this. Don't exaggerate them like I just did. Just feel it.